Impact segment tonight. Women voters make up 52% of the total electorate. In 2012, Barack Obama got 55% of the women's vote, Mitt Romney 44%. If he hopes to be president, Donald Trump will have to improve on that. Joining us from Boston, Marsh, a Democrat. From Washington, Pavlich, a Republican. So you heard the talking points memo. You heard Charles. How do you think women voters are going to respond to all the personal attacks that we all know will be launched? Katie.
Okay. I think that women voters in general are going to tune out. I mean, women in general decide that they're not going to be part of malicious personal attacks. They really do want to focus on the issues. But if Donald Trump wants to win women, which he needs to, considering they make up a majority of the electorate, I think he should start courting Bernie Sanders voters, because Bernie Sanders is beating Hillary Clinton on the left with women. And so he should focus there if he wants to move forward in the general electorate with getting those female voters. But, you know, we're talking a lot about this New York Times piece with Donald Trump. Donald Trump had issues with women before the New York Times piece came out. He's going to have issues moving forward unless he does something to show that he's presidential and that he can really stand up and get past all of the personal attacks that women don't like.
How about you, Marianne? Are they going to stay home, many women voters, because it is going to get nasty?
Historically, women do turn off elections. The more nasty they get, the dirtier they get. They throw up their hands and say, I'm not going to pay attention to this, and I'm not going to vote because it's not going to make any difference. And that actually is to Donald Trump's advantage. He is going to have an easier time trying to make this a negative campaign and keep women at home than he is to convince them to support him. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump both need women to win, and they need white women specifically. That's why you hear Hillary Clinton going out there talking about issues like child care and equal pay for equal work and items like that that really do matter, the minimum wage, especially for single white women, a very big, important thing to bring those voters out.
She can talk all she wants, but as Katie pointed out, Sanders is beating her with white women.
Well, at this point, but in a general election, look at.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be.
Hold on,
if she, wait, Marianne. If she's, as you said, concentrating on these issues, it's not resonating because Bernie Sanders, he only says one thing, that Wall Street's rigged, and white women are voting for him more than Hillary. So whatever she's doing doesn't seem to be working. Am I wrong?
In a general election, Hillary Clinton will win women more than Donald Trump.
Okay,
she will take back a number of women
from
from the Sanders voters, okay? And she has overperformed with women in the primaries. So the battle will be between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton for white women, especially single married white women have traditionally voted Republican. Single white women have been more supportive of Democrats. But the nastier the campaign, the less women vote.
All right, so you both
Donald
agree
Trump
that if it gets to be mudslinging all over the place, that a lot of women are just not going to show up.
Yeah.
Now, Trump's primary message, as far as I understand it, to women is, look, I'm going to bring jobs back to America, so you're going to have a better job, and that's going to benefit you and your family. And he's going to run on that job creation mantra, Katie. Is that going to work?
Well, I think it actually will, but it's interesting because you've compared this election cycle to the 2012 campaign, and granted, we aren't totally into the general election yet, but the 2012 election with Mitt Romney was very much focused on social issues when it came to women, birth control, abortion. We haven't really heard a whole lot of that on the campaign trail from Hillary Clinton or from Donald Trump. So if Donald Trump can stick to the message, which he has, of bringing jobs back to America, a secure country, I think he can siphon off some of those female voters. However, he has a long way to go. He has 100% name ID and 70% unfavorable rating among women, and he, quite frankly, has some work to do with Republican women at this point as well.
Okay. Last question, Marianne. If you are advising Hillary Clinton, which I guess you might be in your little Dewey thing, what you got going up there in Boston.
My little Dewey thing?
Yeah.
My colleagues are very supportive and very helpful.
And Trump comes at you in a personal way by saying, oh, you're enabling your husband to do X, Y, and Z. Do you tell her to reply to that or ignore it? What do you tell her?
Well, I think you saw that's what the New York Times is, frankly. I mean, look at how we got here. Hillary Clinton raised questions about Donald Trump's policy positions about women on abortion and other matters, used his own words to describe it. And Donald Trump's response was a personal attack on her personal life, about women, and her marriage. So now we have a New York Times article. You can argue about its veracity if you want, but it examines his professional and personal relationship with women, and he doesn't like it. So you have Reince Priebus now saying, you know what, Donald Trump's personal life should be off limits. So if that's the case, so should Hillary Clinton's. There shouldn't be a double standard. Hold on. And that's what's going to really anger women, is if there's a double standard. And that's what we're looking at here.
I don't think it's going to be a double standard.
Last point, Donald Trump's going after Bill Clinton because of the economy, because he had the best economy that we've had in the last 20, 30 years when he was president, and he's trying to sideline him by going after his personal issues as well. That's exactly the strategy here.
It's a big issue, and it brings together people who don't like the Clintons. So that's why he's doing it. All right, ladies, good debate. Thank you.